Guys, what's up? Hey, Billy D here. Out here at Fairlawn today. I just wanted to show you guys some good spots around here. Some of the ones, I like to come around. I've been here a lot of times and I still haven't seen everything. This place is massive. So I just wanted to show you a few things in here. As well as I do have a main focal point. I also have finally found one of the other guys that I've been looking for, which I'll tell you about here in a minute. But first of all, I wanted to show you some of the spots and stuff in here. This place is utterly awesome. Also just a heads up, it's really windy today. So if you can't hear, if it's a little shaky or you can't hear me real well, I do apologize. I'll try to speak up. So, all right, let's check this out, you guys. Come on. All right. First, this is one of my favorites. Okay. There's lots and lots of these beautiful crypts like this. And let me give you an idea of what I mean when I say there's a lot of them. Okay. You can see in the background every one of those little buildings. For people that are unfamiliar with it, every one of those stone buildings in there is a crypt, and most of them hold multiple people, usually families. I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like out here. It's one of my favorite places. It's not far from the city, which I'm actually not far from here, so it works out nicely. Anyway, turn you back around over here and let's go take a closer look at this. Most of these are kept locked, obviously, for good reason. They're usually, most of them are for families, so they're privately owned. But if you come take a closer look, you can see, they like to make sure. But then you get people that are also disrespectful people, which really bothers me. Vandals that do stuff like that. You can see it looks like BB shots or a pellet, something like that. Unless it's something that's done on purpose, maybe had something to do with the design. I'm not too sure, but looking at it, to me, it looks like BB gun shooting at these things, and that's just flat out disrespectful to me. I do not like seeing stuff like that. I believe when you come to these places like this, they're very sacred. They deserve a lot of respect, and if you're going to come in here and visit, have the decency to not destroy things and deface things. But anyway, yes. Now that I went off on my little rant about that, some of these symbols are just awesome, like this one I really like. There's also one in here I think you guys will really like. It's also a very cool military memorial here. I'll get you turned around just a second so you can see it. Turn around here. Look at that. I mean, this memorial in here is amazing. Take a look at these old cannons here. Take a look, it's one of those things, you always got to just, it's like when you're walking over and, you see like an open sewer grate or something, you always got to go look, but when you look at the front of these, it has writing on them as well. Wow. This one, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but this says JR. It looks like C. It's hard to read. This is 12/11/1862. That's nuts, right? 1862. That just kind of gives you an idea of, you know, what this whole area, you know, this is one of the oldest, if not, from what I heard, the oldest in Oklahoma City. So let's go take a look at this placard up here. This is the placard up here. This thing has been here since 1918, and you can see the tarnish that's on it. This is a commemoration for all the soldiers and sailors. You know, all of them. You know, that way, you know, because all of them work together, you know, to take care of everything and do what needs to be done. I'm not going to go too much into that, but yes, so very proud. I do like that. Anyway, let's go walk you over here, and I want to show you the reason, the main focal point for today is to come out here. I've got a couple of people here to show you. Let's come up over here. I'll show you a couple more. We're not far away from my main focus for today. So let's take a look at some of the other very, very cool stones in here. It's Miss Sawyer, 1856 to 1927. You know, and like I said before, kind of gives you an idea of, you know, how long some of these people have been here. You come on this way, take a look over here, and by the way, this is one of my favorite parts of the cemetery. If you look across, we are directly across from the memorial I just showed you. But if you look down this way, you can just see the row of trees and stones, and that goes all the way down to the gate, which is quite a ways. So if you come through here walking, if you want to try to see it all, you're going to be hurt by the end of the day. Trust me. So anyway, let's go show you over here. There's also a lot of other really, a lot of veterans, you know, from multiple different, including cavalry in here. This one right here, is one, Benjamin Landis, Company K, 137, and looks like Illinois Infantry. Wow. And you know, not only that, I'll bet you anything, the rest of his stone is sunk in there because you're not seeing a date on it. You know, usually there's a date on them somewhere, you know, at least a date of passing. But let's walk over here now that I showed you this nice little spot, and you can see we're right along the fence line. This kind of gives you a little point of reference. When you come straight back, you will come in the gate and drive straight back. Do not turn off. You will head straight back towards the mausoleum, and when you come on your right side, right across from that awesome military memorial, you will come over here, and here is our focus for today. This right here, this man right here is Frank M Canton. Okay, I don't, if any of you guys recognize that name or not, I'm not real sure. Frank Canton, he was originally an outlaw in Wyoming. And yeah, let me turn you around real quick and let me tell you a little story. Originally, Frank was a lawman up in Wyoming. He's what they call a livestock detective. And he got hired on, and the only problem they had is that Frank and the other detectives acted more like an assassination group than they did lawmen. So, at one point up there, I know you guys have heard of the Johnson County War, the Casey Ranch, all that good stuff, right? Yeah. That scene was also in Young Guns. If you guys are curious, kind of see what it would have looked like with Emilio Estevez. Good movie. Anyway, back to the point. Frank Canton, he was what they called one of the Oklahoma Watchmen. There were 3 of them. And one of them that was considered one of the Watchmen, but I don't know if it was official or what it was, but he wasn't named as, they call it 3. So, but anyway, Frank, he started out as Josiah. Okay, Frank's not even his real name. So, you know, he ended up gaining that job in Wyoming under a false name, which we know as Frank Canton. Anyway, after that, he was involved with the Johnson County War and the regulators going to the Casey Ranch. They went after a man named Nate Chapman and another man too. Another man in there, let's see, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but anyway, they were after him too. Well, one of them came out bursting out after Frank had set the house on fire. One of them came bursting out and ended up getting shot 28 times. Now, how many times do you think that, you know, he had to have been dead well before he hit the ground? You know what I mean? Because that's just overkill. But anyway, he is in here with his daughter, Ruby Canton, as well as his wife, Anna M Canton. So back to the story. Frank ended up getting in a lot of trouble, especially after they lynched a woman named Ellen Watson. And after they had... Yes, I was correct, I'm sorry. Ellen Watson was her name. They ended up lynching her and drew a lot of public attention, and they were just fed up. So they started getting a posse set up, and they had said, you know, hey, you know, you're dead, dude. So he ended up fleeing. Well, he fled here to Oklahoma, and him and Anna and Ruby all lived together here in Oklahoma. Well, the thing was, he ended up working under Judge Isaac Parker, along with Bass Reeves, Heck Thomas, you know, the other watchman. And he was not somebody you wanted to mess with at all. But anyway, here, let me show you some more. So, like I said, it is windy today. I do apologize. Frank Canton here. That is the man right there. Okay. So the weird thing was he was an outlaw as well as a marshal. Okay. And he was one bad mofo, you know. I mean, you think about Heck Thomas, Bass Reeves, those guys, you know. I wouldn't mess with them. But, and to his left over here is his daughter, Miss Ruby Canton. She is the daughter of Frank Canton and Anna Canton. So if you step over here, you will see Anna M Canton. Now this is Frank's wife. Now her and Frank had came here together, right? So after all of that wanted man stuff and they came to Oklahoma, he continued his lawman work. And anyway, Frank, he passed away in September of 1927 in Edmond. He's just one of the guys I was going to bring around. But this is his wife right here, Anna M Canton. Now, I can go into on and on and on about the Cantons, because there's a lot more coming, and there's a huge story. The cool thing is a lot of this intertwines. You know, it's you hear of one of them, and they were somehow affiliated with the others. But anyway, I will be bringing you more, obviously. But you know, I do enjoy just taking a look at some of these. You know, some of these are just really unique, and you don't see that anymore. You know, so much stuff has become cookie cutter. You know, so a lot of these, especially this one, this is really nice one here. I saw this last time I was here, and you can see how they set them up. You know, family plots. You know, you have the mother here, Mrs. Sorrells, born in 1904 and passed away in 1980. You know, she lived a long time. You know, especially for in those days, you know, people didn't live as long as we do now. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna get you turned back around. All right, you guys, that's Frank. You can actually you'll probably be seeing more of Frank, most likely. I highly doubt I'm done with Frank. It's like I said, most of these guys are intertwined with one another. You know, in one way or another, they cross paths. You know, so all right, you guys. Until then, you know, just wanted to say what's up. You know, show you guys a little bit of history, and you guys like all that stuff. Feel free to go check out. You know, hit up my email. You know, email hpinvestigate79@gmail. I'm also on Facebook under HP Investigations. I post a lot of pictures as well as the videos, so you can catch my YouTube channel, or as well also Facebook if you want to see some of the pictures that I've taken. Feel free to do so. Until then, see you guys.